to the domestic parade, shouting clubs and hauling freight, red and green and brown and blue, never really used to blue, all with different roles to play, ramps in the sheds so far away, down the hills around the coast, to the Kenzie star, the number one YouTuber show.
Pouty James. Early one morning on the island of Sodor, all the trains were working hard, but James came speeding along in the shunting yards and screeched to a halt. "Ta-da!" he announced. "Here's James! I'm ready for my coaches." "Hello, James," greeted Emily slyly. James is always showing off. He likes to be the centre of attention. But no engine was paying attention to him. "What does an engine have to do to get some coaches around here?" he spluttered. James didn't like waiting. At last, Stanley arrived with James's coaches. "Here you go, James," he puffed. "Fresh from a washdown." "Oh yes," said James proudly. "Just the way I like them. Very shiny. I am just the brightest engine on Sodor." James puffed along to a station. Knapford Station. He screeched to a stop. "Oh," said Philip as he approached. "You overshot the platform, James." "I know," said James. "Sometimes I'm just too fast for my own goods." Oh. The Fat Controller was stern at James. James could see the Fat Controller. James is a mixed traffic engine. This means that he is equally good at pulling coaches and pulling goods trains. Some engines enjoy pulling goods trains, but not James. He only likes pulling coaches and wishes that was the kind of work he did all the time. And the more James pulled coaches, the more he showed off. "Ta-da!" he said. "Oh, I say," said the passengers. "How was that for a stop?" asked James. "Oh," said the station master. He was very cross. "Not very good." James was shocked. "What?" he asked. "I didn't overshoot the platform this time." "No, James," replied the station master. "You undershot it. Look where you pulled up." "How are we supposed to get out?" said passenger. "Honestly," said another. "This is a terrible railway," said the third. "Would you stop showing off and pull forward, please, James?" asked the station master. But James was in too much of a good mood to let one station master bother him, and he continued showing off for the rest of the day. "It's James," he said. "Ta-da!" he puffed. "Here's James," boomed the Fat Controller. "I've had nothing but complaints about you all day, and the passengers have been saying, 'What a bad railway this is!'" James snorted. "The passengers have just been silly, sir," he said. "Oh, honestly," said the Fat Controller. "James, we're supposed to look after our passengers. I think it's high time you change your attitude. And until you do, I'm taking your coaches away." James was speechless. He had never heard the Fat Controller take his coaches away before. Thomas puffed into Tinra's sheds. As he puffed in, he saw that James was in a mood. "What's the matter with you, James?" he asked. "Nothing," sighed James. "The Fat Controller says I need to change my attitude." "I think he's right, James," added Emily. "No, he's not," replied James. "What's wrong with my attitude?" "Look at Pouty face," teased Emily. "No engine is better than making a pouty face than James," chuckled Thomas. Oh, how about this face? Added Henry. Oh, how about me? Added Gordon. Just then Percy puffed in. Never mind, James, he said kindly. Whatever is bothering him will probably seem better in the morning. But James wasn't sure. But the next morning, not much had changed. James, said the Fat Controller. What? He asked growingly. Oh, sir? Look, the Fat Controller sighed. Don't you remember what I said about changing your attitude? He asked. Oh, you don't expect me to let you pull passengers with a face like that, do you? James sniffed. Don't you want to jump today, James? Carried on the Fat Controller. What does it matter when I want? James muttered kindly. Oh, very well then. You can stay here then, in the shed, said the Fat Controller. Oh, I don't know what engines today. Why don't you say you're sorry and stop being grumpy? Said Emily. It's not fun sitting in the shed all day. But Henry and Gordon were going back to making funny noises. It wasn't much fun sitting in the shed doing nothing. James looked around. Oh, that silly Fat Controller, he thought. What's wrong with my attitude? I was only trying to do my best and be really useful. But later that morning, the Fat Controller came back again, and James tried to put things right. I'm sorry I was so grumpy earlier, sir, he apologized. I would really like a job today. The Fat Controller had a closer look at James. I want to be useful, carried on James. Very well, James, said the Fat Controller, but I expect you to be on your best behaviour, and no more sulking. Yes, sir, said James. Of course not, sir. I will be on my best behaviour. But by the time James reached the shunting yards, he was surprised to see waste trucks! Smelly waste trucks! But, why can't I take those lovely clean coaches again? Edward has taken those coaches today, explained Stanley. The Fat Controller's orders. James groaned. But unfortunately, as you may know, James was in too much of a bad mood to work quickly, and it took him ages to get to the waste dump with his trucks, and even longer to get back to the shunting yard. My attitude, he thought. And he still didn't get any coaches to pull. The children were happy to see James. Oh, hi James, said the boy. Yay, said the girl. Hi James. But James didn't reply. The boy and the girl were very upset. At last, James arrived at Brandon Docks, where the Fat Controller was waiting. He was cross. James, he boomed. I've had almost as many complaints about you today as I had yesterday. Going round in a sulk, being rude to our engines, and taking far too long to get your trucks from A to B. You need to change your attitude, young steam engine. Dear. Change my attitude? He asked. How am I supposed to change my attitude? He asked. What a face, James, chuckled Cranky. You look even crankier than me. No engine is better making a pouty face than James is, added Thomas. Stop teasing, said James. So Thomas pulled a face. Boo-boo. And James and Emily did it as well. And so did Porter. And James started to laugh. That's it, James, said Thomas. That's much better. James was puzzled. What do you mean? He asked. He means, explained Emily, you're changing your attitude. Come on, James, said Thomas. Put a smile on that face. We've got work to do. Last one back to the shunting yards is a broken brake van, said Emily. James laughed. He knew his friends would cheer him up. So James tried to change his attitude and work more quickly. But he still had to pull trunks and do the jobs he didn't like doing. But whenever he started to look sulky again, his friends helped to remind him. And before long, James found he was even enjoying himself. James screeched to a halt in the shunting yards. Did somebody order some milk? He asked. And everyone laughed. And even James pulled a face. Moo! Even the fat controller laughed. And he didn't even mind that he wasn't pulling coaches. And so that was how James learned to change his attitude. See you later, lazy boiler, said James. Well, but not for long. Bye-bye. I'm doing this tonight. We're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey baby, come on. I love you endlessly when you were there for me. So now it's time to leave and make it go long. I know that I can't take no more. There ain't no lie. I don't wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye bye bye. For you, cause I have a player on a game or two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye bye bye. Make it tough. I just wanna tell you that I had enough. Things sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye bye bye. Just leave me with the truth. I'll care what you do. So give me one good reason, baby. Come on. It's for you and me. I'll hang on to see. Life would be much better when you're gone. I know that I can't take no more. There ain't no lie. I don't wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye bye bye. I'm gonna marry you. Just another player in a game or two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye bye bye. You make it tough. I just wanna tell you that I had enough. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye bye bye. I know it's short, but I wanna make a I know it's short. Bye bye. I'm sorry. Don't wanna be a fool. It's game or two, so I'm leaving you behind. Bye-bye, make it tough. I've had enough. There ain't no right. Just another player on a game or two. But it ain't no right, baby. Bye bye bye. I just wanna tell you that I had enough. May sound crazy, but it